Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be working on a mixed media piece for an upcoming giveaway on my Instagram. I'm going to be using both gouache and colored pencil for this painting. I usually work in oil. I do want to let you guys know right off the bat that all of the brushes that you'll see me using today, I did get through a sponsorship. They were sent to me in exchange for showing them when I do use them and tagging the company that I got them from. So these are the treacle brushes, and I'm using 2 synthetic squirrel mop brushes. I will flash the name up on the screen right now. And I'm also using a script brush for detail work. I have not been paid to say anything positive or negative about any of these brushes. I will be giving you my opinions on how they work at the end of the video, and you can also see how they work for yourselves as you are watching. As I said earlier, I don't usually work in gouache or watercolor. So using these kind of mop brushes is going to be a new experience for me. So this will kind of be like first impressions on both the brushes and the Holbein gouache. I have worked a lot with Prismacolor colored pencils before. I can give you a couple of my feelings about those right off the bat. I'm going to be using both the regular Prismacolor colored pencils as well as their very thin brand. And the difference between the two, their regular colored pencils are very soft and very pigmented, and they also do kind of crumble if you press too hard with them, which is something that I have always been bothered by. They're more so for like light sketching and layering more than hard pressing and pressure. However, the very thin colored pencils that they make are a much harder lead. I think they use a little more filler and a little less pigment, which is okay if you're going for detail work, which is what I will be doing in this video. Very thin, unfortunately, has much fewer color choice than their regular colored pencils, but there's still enough to get the job done. Right now, I'm going to be using a couple that I've had kind of straggling around since college, believe it or not, like 7 years ago, but they still work just as well. I'm also going to be using one watercolor colored pencil, and those tend to work pretty well if you're trying to get detail in watercolor in a small space. But yeah, without any further ado, let's get started. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I do want to come in and give some of my final thoughts on the quill mop brushes as well as the liner brush. I really ended up liking these mop brushes quite a lot. I think that they're most known for the amount of water that they can hold, and they do really hold a lot of water, which is nice, and they also hold a lot of pigment. The only downside to these brushes, I think, is that when I got them, the tips of them had been a little smushed in shipping, so they weren't at a perfect point when I got them. I've been able to since wet them and reshape them, so that's not that big of a deal. It's kind of just aesthetic. If they were more smushed, it might have been a bigger deal, but because it was kind of a gentler curve that had been put on them, I was able to make them pointy again. If you are a watercolor or gouache artist, I'd like to know your guys' opinion on how you think these performed. Like I said earlier, I'm not a gouache artist. I'm an oil painter usually, so I can't really give like an expert opinion on how these have worked. If some of you guys want to try them out, let me know what you think in the comments, or if you've tried them out, or if you know something significantly better, I'm all ears. But I did like these. Obviously, they got the job done. You saw how the color pencils performed. And last but not least, I wanted to talk about this script liner brush. I use these for all of my paintings. I use them for oil. I obviously used it here, and when I used to work in acrylic, I would use these on my acrylic paintings. Not the Treacle brand specifically, but I've always used these script or rigger style paintbrushes. I think that they're really great for detail work, which is, as you can see, as you might know, what I'm obsessed with. I'm obsessed with detail work, and these are obviously very long and thin brushes that you can use to get great detail. I almost never have anything bad to say about a script brush, other than you just have to make sure you're taking very good care of it yourself. They are very delicate, obviously. They're very thin, so make sure you're not too hard on them. Make sure you're washing them and you're not leaving paint in them, or they will fray and they will no longer have that good point. If you take good care of a script brush, it should last you a really long time. Same with these mop brushes. If you're using them strictly with gouache or watercolor, they should last you a very, very long time if you are taking good care of them. But yeah, I think that's all I have for you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope that it was informative. And if you liked it, let me know in the comments if you want more videos like this, or if you'd rather I upload more oil painting videos, which I can do as well. Oil paintings take significantly longer than this took me, so it can take a really long time for me to get a video up. But yeah, let me know in the comments if you liked it, and I will see you guys later. Bye!